Hey, it's Colin at Apache Camping Center. Today we have the 260 KRS from Outdoors RV. This is new for 2025. This is going to be just over 30 feet, but it does have one very specific interior feature that will actually stand apart from the rest, as this small of a trailer has a very unique bed that gives you some secret stuff up in the front. But we'll get to that. First, we have the building construction. Of course, Outdoors RVs, smaller run manufacturer, actually still family owned out of LeGrand, Oregon. They do spend a lot of time and attention to the building construction of their trailers, from 2-inch thick interior, 2-inch thick walls to this wraparound cone on the nose that is molded fiberglass, taking that brunt and not getting any penetration into the seam, because the seam is way back here. Now, underneath, you do have an 8-inch I-beam that is reinforced at every stress point with angle iron. So if we come down here, you'll see in every stress point, you'll have angle iron in that I-beam. They have upgraded to the All-Track 4000 suspension system that does give you an extra inch of clearance and suspension on there. KYB shocks on there for a smoother ride. Guys, it's a big investment for something that's well built. You want it to last for the long term. And it doesn't have to be that you're taking it off-road. It could also be that you're going on some rough roads. Not every highway is great. We live right near I-5, and taking it down through Seattle, that's a rough road. So that suspension pays off in dividends. This pass-through gives you a ton of space, and it's also diamond plated on the bottom. So really rough. Can take really rough objects thrown in there. This opening is big enough to fit a Honda generator. So if you wanted to pull that out for a carry-out generator, you have the space to do that as well. Slam latches all the way around. All of the doors are going to be an inch thick, giving you that continued insulation throughout. Now, if you notice, this is a dual slide. You have a slide up front and a slide in the back. They are run on the Schwintek system. Now, I've gotten a lot of comments lately that are about the Schwintek system. Yes, they did have some issues earlier on, about 2-3 years ago, and that is when they switched to a plastic gear drive. They have since removed the plastic gear drive and changed it back into a metal gear drive, which has pretty much taken care of that problem. So we haven't seen nearly as many issues at all from the Schwinteks now as to a few years back. Now, because there is this slide up here, you've got an extra space for storage there. Again, diamond plated on the bottom of that. Building construction, always top of mind for Outdoors RV, even down to the fact that they frame out their shrouds on there with their aluminum framing. It's keeping this from flapping around, so that is a solid piece of construction on something that's usually skimped on many travel trailers. It is a true 4-season travel trailer, with the side walls of the slides actually 2-inch insulation as well. So you are not losing any of that insulation factor anywhere on this trailer, even dual pane windows standard. Now in here, you do have a dump station in the middle. You do have Goodyear E-rated tires. These are the upgraded 16-inch. You do have your tank flush system. Now on here, you do have 3 seals, one on the exterior, one in the middle, and one further in. So if you ever go to a show or you see these in person, just stick your hand through there. You'll feel how many seals are keeping the water from getting into your trailer. Not only that, they seal it up 360 degrees. If you come down to the bottom, there's even a seal on the bottom there, keeping any moisture, anything that may have flung up under there, off your slide when it's pulled in. Moving around this trailer, going to the back end here, you do have your outdoor shower. Now guys, of course, I harp on this every time, but why in the world are manufacturers making this a thin plastic door when you've got a water line right underneath? They, of course, Outdoors RV, taking the time and detail to make that an inch thick insulated door so this pipe is not freezing. Your hot water management system right there. On the back, you do have a fat ladder to climb onto the roof. It is a fully walkable roof, cathedral style roof, and you are getting a ton of structural stability on the top of there, and a lot of head height in the top as well, or inside as well. This is set up with the 2-inch receiver. They call that the mountain storage system. So that has an additional benefit to it as well. When you carry your e-bikes or your bikes or anything that you attach on that hitch back there, and you get to your campsite and you take off for the day and you don't take your toys with you, you can always lock it up with the toy lock that comes on that mountain storage system as well. This is a pull-out cable lock. Keep that all together, safe from any devious fellows around the campsite. Now, one thing to note, and I always show this off with the inn, because you do have the aluminum guard all the way across. So that's an aluminum paneling around the awning to keep it from any degradation while it's being stored. You see the lights on there, always a nice effect on there. But let's step inside and take a look at this 260 KRS. So right off the bat, it is a rear kitchen. This is going to be the new 10 cubic foot fridge. It's a 12 volt compressor fridge, so you do have a ton more storage without those fins for the propane system in there. It is a lot more efficient. It lasts you quite a long time because there is a much lower draw than the normal 12 volt fridges of the past. On the back here, you do have a 3-burner stove. You've got a lot deeper oven underneath. Nice knife rack on the back there too. Because of that limited space on the countertop, being able to have a knife block, not really an option. So being able to have your cutlery back there makes it a nice addition. Microwave up top. Then you have solid wood cabinetry throughout. A lot of storage space around, not the biggest kitchen, but still a fairly good sized kitchen. Underneath as well, great storage, utensils, spatulas, dish rags, pots, pans. This is a solid countertop, big basin farmhouse sink. I have grown to love these racks on the bottom of the sink. You have your dishes on there, dish towel in there, and it's not getting soaked. It also protects the bottom of the sink as well. Like I said, it is a dual pane window system, but on all the windows you do have blackout shades, which is really nice to have, especially if you want to take a nap in the middle of the day. You're going to have that privacy and cut down the light to do so. Now this is one of the largest dinettes in the industry. It's about 7 feet from end to end, so sleeping 2 adults actually quite comfortably once this is folded down into a bed, but also giving you an expanse large enough to have a feast on there. People have room, your guests will have room to be able to spread out and have a meal that is much more comfortable than cramped. Big window right above that, bringing in a lot of light. And then if we flip around on the other side, this is the theater seating option. You can also have it as a fold-out bed option or a tri-fold bed option. Most often you're getting it with the theater seating. It is the most comfortable, but if you are looking to sleep extra people, the tri-fold option is available. Up here is where you've hidden the control panel. Easy access to that or anything that you may need up there. And along the top, more storage, and actually fairly deep storage. It's about 18 inches deep on there. Now, if you're talking about deep storage, this is where it gets very deep. You're almost looking at 2.5 feet into the inside of this. These are all removable if you have much larger items. Mainly blankets, pillows, you're going to be going in there. Now, if you do have kids coming along or you want more storage, you always have underneath the dinette, they've got their larger drawers that come all the way out. And even beyond, if you pull this seat up, you have some space on the back side there and on the back side there. But again, on this side of the dinette, their lock is good. You've got a nice deeper storage area. Now this is a 12 volt TV that is big enough and positioned well enough that you can utilize both the dinette and the theater seating to be able to view that TV quite comfortably. But in addition, you have a nice charging station down here and a big surface to be able to throw out your laptop, iPad, anything like that to charge. This is your entertainment system. You do have your DVD player, also HDMI, USB, and Bluetooth that is connected to the TV, so you can run that. You can run any of your entertainment options through that. Below that, if you're talking about a library of DVDs that you want to bring, you can fit it in this almost 2.5 foot deep storage bin here. Or if you want to cuddle up with your blanket, you also have plenty of room for blankets, pillows in that as well. It is a contained bathroom on one side, so you do have a walkthrough on the other. That means you can have someone going to the bathroom or taking a shower, and you'll be able to go in and out of the bedroom quite easily without being able to, or without disturbing each other. So let's take a look through the bathroom. This is going to be a nice Dometic porcelain toilet down here. Sink is well contained, some prep space around that. Nice medicine cabinet above. There's going to be a corner shower. But with this, I find, as someone who is 6'5", I work quite well in this because it does give you more ample room for your elbows in the corners. And also, with the skylight up there, gives you a lot more head height as well to operate. Below the sink, again, more storage down there. You've got USB and USB 3, as well as 110. And moving into the bedroom, this is what we've been waiting for. It is an east-west king bed in about a 31-foot trailer. Absolutely fantastic. This is going to be the shortest trailer that Outdoors RV makes that has the east-west bed. Not only that, they're giving you the option of a king bed in it. Flip side of that, you do have an entertainment area that you can get a TV mounted there. Above that, you've got the start of your storage in this bedroom. All the way down to the bottom. And even underneath this nice little sitting area in the corner of the bedroom. A lot of great room to operate around the bed. You're not squeezing by. And in the back, this is the coup de grace. You've got his and her storage on either side. These mirror each other. You got two cubbies up above, as well as drawers underneath. And in the center, a massive hanging locker for anything that you might need. Or if you like to treat your small dog to its own bed or bedroom, that is a great option to put a little doggy bed right there. As we move out, you got nice coat hangers along the hallway here. And then we're back into the main living area. So this is the 260 KRS from Outdoors RV, a fantastic option for a shorter east-west bed with the king bed option and giving you a ton of space in the living area as well. Entertaining people, bringing relatives along, bringing the kids along, grandkids along. This is a fantastic built trailer for all seasons, from the 2-inch thick insulated walls to the thermopane windows to even the heat through the floors that blow directly onto the tanks. So even getting those tank heaters is almost above and beyond what you might need. This is one of the trailers that we probably send to Alaska the most. Now, Outdoors RV, again, family-run company out of La Grande, Oregon. They really spend attention to the build and quality. Again, the space is fantastic. I'm 6'5". I've got plenty of head height in here. I don't feel like I'm going to hit my head at all. And it is something that is going to be comfortable for me and my family, as we're all pretty tall. Now, if you're interested in this model or any of the other Outdoors RV models, you can download the brochure link below, or you can give us a shout at apachecamping.com.